Hmm. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. A little too hot. Take my shoes off. It's 108. It's 108. 106. I'm sorry. I just warmed up the rest of my coffee from this morning. Y'all know on Saturday I go to school, so I didn't go live this morning. I could have, but I did not feel good. My stomach was hurting me. Like I had to go to the bathroom all night. I woke up. Actually, I went to bed early. Like I went to bed early, but I was like my stomach was hurting me when I went to bed, and it felt like I had to go to the bathroom. So I drank some. I drank some. I'm lactose intolerant. Me and my son. So I ate some cereal. I didn't want to drink no plain milk. So I ate some cereal. Maybe think it's gonna make me go to the bathroom. But it didn't. My stomach was hurting so bad. It was hurting. So when I woke up this morning, I drank a big cup of coffee. That did not make me go to the bathroom. And I was like, my stomach, the whole time I was in class, my stomach was aching. And it's like, but as soon as I drank, I needed water. As soon as I drank 2 bottles of water, my stomach started feeling better. It still hurt, but it don't hurt as much. And I know I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm drinking the rest of my coffee. I didn't drink all of my coffee because I had a real big one, but this is what I had left. And I was like, all time I was in the class, I said, I can't wait to go back home and drink the rest of my coffee. Like, I got to have my coffee. And it's perfect. But my stomach was hurting. I was like waking up. I was in the bed rocking back and forth. I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. And every time I would get up and walk around, I just had a lot of gas. It was like it was gas sitting on my stomach. Went sit on the toilet stool, just gas, gas, gas. I said my stomach it was hurting so bad. Then I finally dozed off around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I dozed off. Then I woke up. It was 6:50, and I got up, got in the shower, sat on the bed. I didn't want to go to class. That's how bad my stomach was hurt. But I was like, I don't want to miss class. I am so glad I went to class because I had such a good time. My professor, we had to do what sign language. Y'all, we had to do sign language when we went in there because I told y'all one of my observations. So today, at the end of class, she wanted to look at people observations. And I told her I finished one of my observations. She been giving me this blues about it, and I was talking to her. She was reading my observation. She said, I love your observation. My observation that I gave her was on cerebral palsy. And I got to do a paper, and I decided to do my paper on cerebral palsy since I already did. I watched a rock of videos and I read up on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it on cerebral palsy because I learned a lot. So that's what my final paper gonna be about. But she was in there reading my paper. She was like, "You did everything, Miss Waller. You did everything right. I don't even have to come back. Me, you don't have to do no emails. So me and my teacher, we be emailing back and forth." She said, "Cause she said if you don't know how to use nothing, we know you know how to use that email." And I died laughing like that, right? My last day is the last Saturday in the month of April. My last day is the last day of the month in April, the last Saturday in April. She told the class, she said, Miss Waller, last day is so. I have to be the first one. It's me and 3 other girls. That's our last day because all 3 of us graduated. And she was like, I gotta get y'all papers in. And she went through all my stuff, right? She was like, you got an observation, and that's how she felt. I said, yeah, I'm waiting for you to grade it because what you say, if you don't get a 40, you don't pass your class. She said, but I let you go. She said, if you don't, she said, I'll keep giving it back to you until you pass. But since you graduate, we got to get yours. So she said, I got all this stuff I didn't grade. I said, yeah. She got about 10 assignments in there she didn't grade. So she was like, she going to start grading today. And the first person she going to do is ours who graduates. She going to do our she gonna grade our papers and the figures that everybody know, where we at and this and that. I'm gonna pass a class with an A. I'm passing my math class with an A. I had to do a survey today, and on the survey they was like, "What you think? How do you feel about the class?" I wrote about how I feel about the class. They said, "What you think you gonna graduate with?" Each time I put A. I don't know if it's gonna be an A, but I said A. And last time I had to say for math, I got an A. So I was like, I got it. I got it. I'm like, okay. So next week, she was like, she's the teacher that class I'm in now. She is part of human development, and I told you I'm taking them human development. She's part of the staff in early childhood education. So they having a meeting for everybody who's going to get their bachelor's degree. And she was telling us that everybody who's going to go, y'all need to go now. She said because they trying to take the funding away. And she was like, yeah, they trying to take the funding away. I said, from UDC? She said, yes. He said, so everybody who want to apply for it, they need to apply. I don't know when they going to do it. She said, but the school been talking about what's been going on. So they want everybody who's going to apply, going to apply. I said, I already did everything. I said, but I'm taking the summer. I'm taking the summer off. The summer is all about me. I'm taking the summer off. She said, good, but you know you only can go 2 terms and they consider the summer as a term. I said, for real? She said, yeah. I said, well, when I do come back, I'm taking 4 classes. Yes, I'm taking 4 classes. I know that's a lot, but I'm gonna take 4 classes. I'm gonna take 3 to 4. Let me say 3 to 4 classes I'm gonna take. Because I'm trying to do this in a year and a half. I'm trying to do it in I'm not taking summer, but next summer I'm gonna take summer classes. Next summer I'm gonna take summer classes. Just this little summer after I graduate, I just want a little break in between. Just a little tiny break in between before I start back. But yeah, I ain't going this summer. But when August hit, I'm gonna take my 4 classes. Take my other 4 classes. And yeah. After they put all my stuff in and transfer all my stuff, I did do the paperwork for it. I'll see what classes I need to take. I know I gotta take a test, some teacher tests I have to take. We gotta take that. Yours, I think they said the second week that you're there, you have to take it. You have to take it, but it's another test that you have to take to be a teacher. You get, they give you 3 years to take it and pass it because they was like the test is so hard. They give you 3 years to take it and pass it. I'm like, okay, all right, but I was like, I always overthink. I said when it's time for me to take it, I'm going. I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna knock it out the box. Knock it out the box. I'm gonna do such a good job. So I ain't even worried about that. I ain't even gonna worry about. But it's in. I think they said it's 4 parts: English, science, math, English. I think it's three. I think they said three. I actually think they said 4 parts to the test. I actually think they say it's 4 parts. I really do. But yeah, my coffee is so good. I can't stop drinking. I don't have but 3 creams left. I had but a little bit of coffee. I said, ooh, I drink that much coffee. Like, what I do with my coffee? But I gotta remember, I already had it. So, but this coffee right here is the bomb. Is the bomb. My son asked me, what we eating for dinner? I said, boy, what we eating for breakfast? I ain't had breakfast yet. Like I'm not hungry though, but I ain't had breakfast yet. I had for this morning. I had coffee. My stomach was bothering me. I had coffee. I had the cereal last night. Cereal last night was my dinner because I was trying to go to the bathroom. But the only thing I had is coffee, and I'm like, I'm good. He told me what's for dinner. I said, boy, you better. I mean, for breakfast. I was no. He said for dinner. I said, boy, you better go in there and saute some. You know the little chicken wing. Get them chicken wings, saute them chicken wings, put them chicken wings in the air fryer. Put you some fries up in there, and put some salt, pepper, and get your dinner right there. Today is Saturday. Air fry some chicken. Man, I only think I want fried chicken no more. Because since I've been cooking it in the air fryer, man, only thing you gotta do, spray the bottom of the pan, saute your chicken, put it up in there, and I swear that's the best air fried chicken ever. I had some shrimps in there the other day. It was so delicious. The shrimps was on point. The chicken wing be on point. I said, ooh, only thing I don't like about it, I like onions and green peppers and all that on my shrimps when I'm cooking them in there. That's the only thing I can't really put them in there because it's on that little thing. I was thinking about getting one of them round containers and papers, but I don't know if it's gonna cook because the temperature rise and they got that thing in there. It's like a air vent or something. But yeah, that's what I want, young. Okay, that's what I'm. Yeah, I ain't frying chicken no more. If I fry some chicken, it's gonna be. I don't know. It ain't gonna be no time soon because I got on my mind. I want to make a souffle. That's what I want to make, a souffle. I want to make that. Yeah, it's going to rice. I'm talking about him because I let myself some go right. Keep cooking. So she said, keep cooking. I do. I don't want to fry no more. Like, I don't want to fry. Like I said, me and my son ain't had pork chops in God knows how long. I was in the grocery store about 3 weeks ago, and I was going shopping. They didn't have no meats. I had to wind up getting some pork chops. And when I was like, I didn't want to go to another store, I was blown because I don't like pork chops. But I made sure I got the real thin pork chops because I don't. My mother like the real thin square ones, but they had the thick ones in there, and I found some little thin ones. Man, them joints they wasn't bad. I fried them. They was not bad. But normally when I make and I haven't made this in a while. When I used to eat pork chops back in the day, I used to cook my pork chops in the oven with some creamy mushroom soup with some rice. I used to put a little bit broth in it, seasoning, the rice at the bottom. I cooked the pork chop on the stove just a little bit, put it in there and let it cook in the oven, and put the cream and mushroom soup on. Oh my God, that used to be so good. I ain't had that in years. My other sister that live in South Carolina taught me how to cook that. And I had me some string beans on the side. Man, it's banging. It be banging. I ain't had that in a long time. Yeah, I ain't had that in a long time. I actually might make that, but I said, I don't want no, I'm not a pork chop eater no more, though. But when I ate that fried pork chop, it was good. I ain't even gonna lie, it was good. It's something about pork chops. It just don't click with me. Like I don't make ribs no more because when I make ribs, I might eat like one or two. My son won't eat the ribs no more. He eat everything else around it. He eat the macaroni cheese, sweet potatoes, green. He would not eat the ribs no more. And I'm like, I never been a rib person because I don't like barbecue sauce. Yes, I do not like barbecue sauce. I like to put a little bit on it. Like when I eat them, what they call them baby showers meatballs. I put mine to the side because I don't like barbecue. So my son love barbecue. I'm not a barbecue sauce person. I prefer to have gravy on my meatballs. Like when I make meatloaf, I steady putting barbecue sauce. I prefer to put gravy on it because I want rice. I want rice or I want mashed potatoes with it. I prefer to put gravy on it than barbecue sauce. And my son here like barbecue sauce. He don't eat gravy. And I don't know why because I used to be a gravy person when I was pregnant with him, and I used to make he would never eat it. But yeah. So that's what I'm tomorrow for dinner. I'm not really gonna cook nothing. Tomorrow, I'm not cooking because I need to go back to the grocery store and I can't go until Wednesday. Probably Wednesday I'll go. I want to go when my refrigerator is completely empty. I want to get everything like when it's completely empty, so I can just clean it out and go grocery store and go shopping. Because I told my son, I said I'm getting like I think me and him we had a case of that water gone. It's like when I got some food delivered. I think I did a gallons of water, and I said I was gonna do a haul of me going grocery shopping, but it's gonna be too much stuff. It's gonna be too much food. Like it's gonna be a lot. And I nowadays food is so expensive. I'm like, I think I spend like 150 a week on food, and that's not including water. That's I don't even include water and juices. I include food. Like when I'm doing it now, I try to do my stuff in meals. Like I'm really live right now the list. I haven't wrote a list out since my son was little younger. I used to write a grocery list out so I won't forget. Now when I go to the grocery store, I do meals. We're going with what? I do meals now. Like I do meals. I'll be sitting down here. What we gonna eat? Da, da, da. And I ain't gonna lie, it be mostly chicken. We be mostly chicken. I don't really now I have a ham. I'm not the type of person gonna say, hey, I'm gonna get a ham, I'm gonna cook a ham. No, I ain't gonna cook no ham. I'm not gonna go out and buy no ham. If I'm at somebody else's house, I might grab a little piece of ham, but I'm not doing that. Cause I don't like ham and my son only like ham when my sister cooking it. Because I don't know how to make that glaze. She put some glaze on her ham and he like it like that. But the only meats I get is chicken wings, skinless chicken, chicken breast. Yes, I'm saying a lot of chicken. Some liver, some turkey hamburgers, some turkey wings. Them all the meats that I get. Oh yeah, I always get him. I get shrimps. I get my shrimps, and I get lobsters. But I only get like three lobsters because three lobster tails for my son, and they be like $24 for like three or four of them. I get lobster tails when they on sale. If they not on sale, I'm not getting. We not getting it because guess what? Girl don't have no money. But my shrimps, I get shrimps. I get 2 bags of shrimps. But lately, shoppers been having some large shrimps on sale for $10, and they like $40. And I got like, and they don't shrink like they be still big. And I think I got 2 bags like 2 weeks ago, man. I made him, yes, I did some ghetto stuff. Made some oodles and noodles. I made boiled eggs. I put some shrimps in it. And I hooked it up for him. I was like, oh yeah. I had to taste for some oodles and noodles. Every time now and then you get taste for oodles and noodles. I hooked it up. He was like, Mom, that was good. I was like, yeah. But I didn't use the package. I cooked it on the stove like I drained all the juice off. I didn't use the pack. I seasoned it with other stuff and it was good. Him and my brother loved it. I said I need to do that more often because it was really good. And then I cracked the egg, did it, and put it in there. But I wish I knew how to make fried rice. Every time I make fried rice, it tastes so nasty. My fried rice don't never come out right. I wish I knew how to make it. My cousin makes some good fried rice. She be sending me pictures. I don't know how to make fried rice. When I make it, I always wind up throwing it in the trash. I don't know because my rice is not a day old. I don't know because I use the fried rice seasoning. I do everything. I use the vegetable. I do all that, but it don't never come out. It tastes nasty. And I love fried rice. It tastes nasty. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it tastes nasty. And I really need to learn how to make it really, really, really good because I with some fried rice. Yeah. Even though I don't eat fried rice all the time because that's one of the things I don't eat all the time. But I make some good fried rice. And I gotta learn how to eat sweet potatoes because I don't eat sweet potatoes. I know I'm talking a lot. I had a really good day in class though. Really, class school was really good. I know I don't eat sweet potatoes, but I seen this sweet potato. I don't know what they call it. It was sweet potatoes, hamburger meat, vegetables, and it had like peas, corn, and some other type of vegetables on it. It looked really, really, really. It looked so freaking good. I don't eat sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potatoes at all. I try not to cook them because I don't like 'em. My son eats sweet potatoes all day long, but I make sweet potatoes all the time for him. And they put them in the oven. They put they put cinnamon on it. I don't like cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon. I don't know why. They put cinnamon on it and they put something else on it and put it in the oven. It looked really good. And I was like, ooh, I want to try it. But they said that's good for diabetics. Sweet potatoes. I'm not a sweet potato person. Like I can't eat sweet potatoes. It's like I don't know. It's just not good. It's not good for me. It might be good for y'all, but it's not good for me. I don't care for it at all. I'm up here talking. I'm rambling on like I don't know what y'all. I am. I'm just ta 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 ta. I really had a good day in class. It was a good day. Like I have no complaints about class. I had no complaints at all. At all. I know she said she put an exam up in there on Tuesday. I got a midterm on Monday. When is the 8th? Whenever the 8th is, I have a midterm. I think the 8th is the Tuesday, right? Today is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Tuesday, I had my midterm. And then next, I have my midterm Tuesday. Then on the 28th, I had my final because it's for this particular class. I do my final to my math class to be over because I have to be finished all my classes by the end of the month. But yeah, I don't eat sweet potatoes. I'm talking da 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 da. I'm really talking like crazy. Stomach feeling better. I'm sitting up here just bubbling. Feel a little bit better. Feel a little bit better. Not a lot, just a little bit better than what it did because I swear I had a night. I was tossing, turning. I was I haven't did a toss and turn. When I say toss and turn, I was at the head of my bed. I was hanging off the side of my bed, rubbing my stomach. I was at the bottom of my bed. Covers was all over. I was all over my bed. Like I haven't did that in years. Like years. Like I was like, what's wrong with you? Like my stomach hurt. Tell your stomach hurt. When I say I was at the bottom of my bed hanging, I was all over my bed, and the covers was just everywhere. Some covers on the floor. I kept picking them up. I was like, my stomach hurt. I couldn't get myself adjusted to feeling good because I was rubbing my stomach like this, going back and forth, sitting on the edge of the bed. Then I'll curl up, holding my stomach because it was hurting so bad. Then I went from the top to the bottom of the bed. I don't know what made me think if I go to the bottom of the bed, I'ma feel better. Then I went sideways. I was laying straight across, hanging over the bed, doing myself. I say, what the fuck? It didn't make it feel no better moving around in the bed. Honestly, did it? But I was just thinking in my head it was gonna feel better. I'm trying to see what that. This said Neverland. It said love from the Neverland. I can't really see. My glasses over here in my book bag. I don't feel like getting up. But yeah, for some reason, I thought if I moved around on the bed, It make me feel better. It did not. Like I was at the top, I was at the bottom, I was on the side, I was hanging over the bed, I was sitting at the edge of the bed shaking. I did not want to go to class. I am so glad I went to class because I was in pain. I was literally in pain. I said I ain't never had pain like that, but every time I would move, every time I would rub my stomach and I get settled, I had a lot of gas on my stomach too. And I know I can't get a lot of air on my stomach, but I had a lot of gas. But so I feel better. My son was like, Mom, you don't feel no better. You got to go to the doctor. I said, boy, ain't nothing but gas. I said, it's gas, and I have to go to the bathroom. I said, it's gas. So that's another reason why I wanted to warm my coffee up because it can make me go. Because yeah, coffee sometimes make me go. It don't really. Sometimes it all depends. But milk normally makes me go because I'm lactose intolerant. My son lactose intolerant, but milk normally takes a day. I ate it last night. By the night, I should be going to the bathroom. My son, he don't need to drink milk at all, and he loves cereal and he loves ice cream. But yeah, TC Squad. I just had to let y'all know because somebody was like, "Where you at?" They waiting for they morning coffee. And y'all gotta remember on Saturdays I go to school, so I gotta be to school at 9:20. But I get there like 9 o'clock because you know I'm an early morning person. I get there at 9 o'clock. The day I got there late. Well, I ain't gonna say I got there late because I got there 9:05. To me that was say because everybody was in there. Where you at? Because like two, three people be already in there, and they know I'm knowing the first one. They was like, "Where you at? Where you been?" I was like, "I'm here, I'm here." But yeah, I'm normally the first one in there. And we walked and talked. The teacher came in late. She was like, it was the accident on the beltway. It was the rain. She said she prayed for the people because she's a pastor too. My teacher's also a pastor. And she said when she see all the airbags out, it just make her think the worst. And I was like, oh, wow. She was like, it was a really bad accident. So she was like 10, 15 minutes late. She wasn't really that late. She actually let us out at 12 o'clock. She was like, y'all can go. We finished the assignment. Y'all go home, get prepared for the test on Monday and this and this. And I was like, okay, yeah, and I did. I got all my notes. I took all my notes. So I'm good. I like the fact that she read some of my paper and she was like, you did a good job. So it's like, because for some reason she always tell people, I told you I always feel like she threatened us about our papers because I have an assignment, I have a PowerPoint that's due at the end of the month. I think it's the last 30 month, that's when I got to do it. And it's a PowerPoint. And she was like, what you going to do? I decided doing cerebral palsy because I did observation on there. I did another paper on there, and I know all the information, so I can really much go do my research because I already got some notes from my last research doing it, and it'd just be easier. I'm waiting for her to put it up because I said I finished my observation paperwork up this week. I said by Saturday of this week, all that'll be over where I should be finishing, and then I can start working on my final paper. She said the quicker I get my observation, the quicker she could give me feedback and give me a grade. So I told her, I said, I'm going to pretty much have all that in. You're going to get all that. It's going to be good. So I can get that out the way. And she also say, everything she do is 200 points. You got to get at least 160. But everybody normally get 200 points. Nobody ever fails my class. That's what she always say, like, okay, all right. And and then when I do my observation, guess what, y'all? I gotta do the beginning. I gotta introduce myself. I gotta say morning. I gotta say good morning. My name is Tia, and I gotta sign language my name. And I haven't been practicing, but I did really good. I remember today. I was like, okay. When I was doing my, you gotta do your whole name, like your whole name in sign language. And for some reason, you would think T would be easier. I did. My last name was really good because I think because when you got double names, you just push it forward a little bit. Like I got my name is WALL, and when I did the L like this, it was like, oh, you could just push it, and then that gets two L's, and then you do the R like this, and the L like that, something like that. I did real good. She was like, okay. I ain't practiced enough. I was sitting at the table reading. She was like, "Go practice, because that's part of your grade." And everybody had to take turns up there doing their whole name, saying, "Good morning, my name is such such such," but you had to do it in sign language. So that's part of our assignment. Even though I'm doing my PowerPoint on cerebral palsy, but I have to introduce myself in sign language. So I'm gonna start practicing, and I have not been practicing. I'm not even gonna lie. And I told her that I said I ain't been practicing, And she just looked at me, Miss Wall. I said, no, I ain't been practicing. I said, I'm not even going to lie to you, Professor. I ain't been practicing. And then once I said that, the girl who was sitting beside me, she said, well, you told the truth. I can go up there and tell the truth, man. I died laughing. So I got to practice on my sign language to say my name because that's 10 points. The 10 points introducing yourself, and I need all my 200 points. That's 10 points of introducing yourself, and you have to do it in sign language. You have to spell your whole name out, Tia Waller, in sign language. So yeah, I'm gonna be practicing on that. So when it's time for me to do it, I can know it really good and do my PowerPoint on cerebral palsy. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna try to get all the key points that I need. And it gotta be 7 to 10 minutes. Your PowerPoint gotta be 7 to 10 minutes. Anything under 6 minutes, she taking off 20 points. 20 points. She said 20 points. So it got to be 7 to 10 minutes. My PowerPoint got to be 7 to 10 minutes. So I said, okay. Then I have to create a game. So I already created a game for when I did my paper because each paper had to do an activity. So I have an activity. So when I wrote my paper, when I turned it in, when I did my observation, I had put down 3 activities. So I'm gonna use one of them activities. So when I do my presentation, I have my activity already together. So I have to do an activity with the class. I have to include the class in the activity. So that's what I'm going to do. Some type of activity I have to do with the class. And that is, how many points is there for the activity? I think she said the activity is 20 points. Everything you got to do. Eye contact is 10 points. Making the people engaged is 10 points. Every point that you knew, she has it category out on the paper. And my paper, my book bag around here, so and my other book bag, that's the one I took with me today. So I gotta get that together because y'all know me, I want to get 200. I don't want to get nothing less than 180. Like, yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm gonna have to practice. So I say next Sunday I'm gonna start on that because I'm only gonna have 2 weeks left to do what I gotta do, and they're gonna take me about 2 weeks to get it together and get it in the PowerPoint presentation and do it all. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I ain't talked about enough. I have no more. Oh, I have a tiny bit, but it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. So guess what? So I'm about to get up off of here because today is Thursday, and I want to go read a little bit in my notes because I do have a test on Monday and I have a test on Tuesday. And yeah, but Tuesday is a midterm. And I ain't gonna say a test. With her, it's a quiz. And the quiz, she always give us like 10 questions, 10 questions. But in them 10 questions, you might have 20 questions. So that's 20, 30 questions. So yeah, I'm gonna pretty much go study. But I did make sure I took notes so I know what we're talking about. And then this is what I do like about her. When she be going over certain things, she'll be like, oh, make sure you pay attention because this will be on the test. And I really be trying to write down every word I hear her say, everything I hear her say. So I try to make sure I put it all in my notes so I won't miss nothing. I do like that about her. She always tell us this going to be on your test. You need to know this because this is on your test. You need to know these meanings because it's on your test. You need to know this because it's on, I like that. So when she do stuff like that, I make sure I write it down. Even though and then when she talk about herself, I write it down. I have to write it down because she'll put herself up in the category somewhere for extra points. It don't have to do with our test. She'll put it at the bottom for extra points. And the first time she did that, I didn't do the extra points. She said, Miss Water, every point count. Please do the extra point. She said, even though I say extra point, she said, I really want y'all to do it. I make it seem like I don't. I need y'all to do it, so I make sure I do the extra points. The extra points might be 4 or 6 points because they two, 4, 6. They 2 points per question for her because she might put 3 questions, and if she put a long question, it might be 4. But the more she ever give us for her points is 8. 2 to 8. That's it. It all depends on the question. But TC Squad, I'm about to get up out of here. We got a funky troll up in here. Guess y'all get them out, get them out, get them out. Yeah. So guess what? Like, share, subscribe, TC Squad. I'm about to go study. I came live. I did it. I'm surprised because I went to school today. And the day is Saturday. They just getting them out. They just getting them all out. They need to stay out here. They need to go. Yeah, cause everybody, I got how many people? I have 59 people in here, 27 thumbs up. Can I get my thumbs up? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Bradley. But guess what, y'all? I'm about to get up out here so I can enjoy the rest of my day. I hope y'all have a great Saturday. And I hope ain't nobody cooking nothing really. Eat cold cuts, some I ain't gonna eat a cold cut sound, but eat something light that you don't really have to cut the oven on, the stove on. You don't want to do a day Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. That's what I need you to do. Enjoy your Saturday. Like, share, subscribe to the squad. I'm out of here. Bye. Thank y'all for joining